This is Boadu TV. Truth and integrity.
Yawa munyina kwaba ahaye Boadu TV na Otu Darko say yempo Mahama ne government obesasedi and there was so bia bon pai say Mahama government besasedi no so enyamfa so efim because okoto free oni atete so a yemfe bi nto so ma wo a wo ye MPP ni ene yente so man NDC ni say onu na na ban wo power nteno yete so aba wansi ndia but there be obia equal enti enyina yemo pai na mfa so no ba yenyina ye dibi di black masem no Asamoah Gyan masem no Rebecca Kufuado masem no adena issue any scandal no say Otu Darko ma fire da fa ho expose more expose na kaboru nso be fire da fa galamse ho say galamse de wo ye na ye so mu de wa so be hye e ka chewo ntu ya no wejai.
This John Dramani Mahama's administration has come to stay and it will succeed. Konfubone opassion comes kurumo. And we have only one option as a people. And that option is say what my way ebidi. Mr. President, Muba this 9 months here won't see petrol see. Okoto petrol yankasi NDC phone line ni entisemom. Na ya tubuo no mo MPP before. See this one affect you bia as long as you are a citizen, even as a foreigner, okoto fuada oto the same. It's good say yababua na aban no akoye na yatwa eso abapa na nsunsuan so pa e wo amamu pam no ebi aso mene oso. I've heard certain complaints say omampani ba esisi afu na 13 oh mira na 13 and 16 min ko school kura mpa de na ye dem fa de say omampani kura ba ifu na ko 14 what the father say 16 and 14 per liter dia we na ye etwe no me yes me ko abrochira nsa na mahuso broni ifita awrade ama madwene. I just need to apply my common sense anyi no nim nyansa. I'm sorry men kaso bi nim nyansa but I'm saying sir so wontimi decode nsem ya me kan dia ene na onyansa to kwan kopana chire kwan mena na o say kwabena watopi afajan na je say ye wifufu se me wo pa oboa me yi banche adwane. And the point is that abaina yebi but me no enya abasobodia poten na me pese ye de bo aban no ene ye nim se Eei Mahama wo yade me no ka say ye free honorable minister of lands and natural resources Jumedia won share under the auspices of the National Anti-Illegal Mining Operation Secretariat NIMOS Sunyani and a freebie. Fantastic job. And you see kwam de bia me ka say wo mu a e ka mo nko nanka honorable amakofi bu ani ho nom dom galam say minister ababetena ho se na be yo benya kwan na omatu galam say no na aban na magu ase no people like us will be here to get them good for boot. This originates from no, so let me start from here. On October 20th 2021 with the support of the governing board, the special project was rebranded as the Good Causes Foundation to better serve the needs of the underprivileged, like you have intimated. But watch here. This originates from Section 2 into 3 of the NLS National Lotto Act 2006 Act 722, which you make reference to. Now, which states that there shall be conducted as part of the operations of NLA with the object of providing care, protection for the physically or mentally afflicted, the needy, the aged, orphans and destitute children. That you have intimated as well. But watch here. The Good Causes Foundation, which is not a lottery, as has been purported. So in this case, you are purporting.
No,
I'm coming.
No,
I'm coming. So
he didn't say us.
No, but that is the position you hold.
No, you finish.
Your name is not referenced, but that is the view you hold. Is that
but we never held that view, and I just said it here.
Okay, so let me read.
And I didn't say I didn't hold that view.
Let me finish here then. I'm losing that. The Good Foundation Causes, which is not a lottery, as has been purported, aims to develop, implement, and maintain a structure based on 4 main pillars. And these pillars were approved by the NLA governing board. These include health, education, youth and sports, that you just said, development, art and culture. So if you make reference to some 50,000 cedis given to somebody who has fully activated himself in art, in this case D Black, what point do you make? Are they not in line with the very session that opposed the act?
All right, so I want to emphasize that the pillars have nothing to do with the act.
Okay,
right. Now, and again, the point is that if you make reference to the act, and let me correct this again, that we never purported or never said anywhere that good causes is the lottery. That's why I said it from the beginning that it is the Caritas that generates revenue for good causes.
So that's an erroneous impression. So
whatever he might have said there, if anybody interprets it to mean that that is the view of the Fourth Estate, that is not the case. We studied everything and we knew what we were about. Yeah. So the point, back to the issue of the pillars and then what the act says. If you look at the pillars they have outlined, and then the kind of services or the kind of funds that they have dissipated.
I wish you could do some miss.
But I said
I carry and microphone along because we don't have any interpreter, and it's also a local station. We can go for 70% and we can look at it.
But like I said, I made it clear to your producer that
you can't speak.
Yes,
that's fine.
Yeah,
fine.
so
let's go.
It was understood.
That's fine.
So the point I'm making is when you take the pillars and you look at the acts, you ask yourself, are they not supposed to be aligned? Because now good causes and whatever good cause is supposed to do must align with the act that sets NLA up. So an act that sets NLA up talks about one thing, and then if good causes goes to implement something else, you just talk about D Black and you kept referencing him. How about there's so many and mind you, publishing the entire list was just to give transparency to the fact that these were people who receive funds. And when you read Samuel Oku's response to our publication,
that's what I'm making reference from.
Yes.
Actually.
In fact, when you read it and you ask, if I were him or if I were to advise him, there wouldn't have been the need for him to release it. Now, that same where you read the first paragraph before where you read, he says that upon assuming office and with your permission, so he talks about when all this was done, then he comes to the point where you reference.
Yes.
And I am saying that when you read the same act, then you come and look at the pillars. Tell me, if you give money to Africa Prosperity Network to organize
Gabi's group,
yeah, and all the other ones that we've named there,
is it because
where do they fall under?
Gabi is involved?
It's not because Gabi is involved. I am just saying that the CEO was where does it fall?
Okay.
If you talk about
doesn't it fall under art?
For what? What art? The act, and again, and I'm saying that, so that's where the law comes in.
Okay.
The law says poor, for the poor,
for the destitute,
okay, mentally inflicted, the aged, and you go and set up a body,
okay,
a creation of NLA,
which is outlawing the very position,
outlawing the very act that sets up the authority.
Okay.
If you give money to the first lady, 200,000 Ghana cedis to the first lady for first lady's annual women's celebration,
where does it fall?
Where does it fall? Under the act that says mentally afflicted, destitute children, the aged, and all of that. Where does it fall? And that is the point.
So these were red flags that you raised.
Exactly.
Or entirely you poo-pooing the whole thing, because then he also make other references that he thought you could have quoted.
Which are?
So, for instance, they supported for a 7. I beg your pardon. Let me read what is quoted properly. Support for a 7-week-old baby diagnosed with spinal Befida hydrocephalus by paying all her bills for surgery, and is directly under health. Support to the Bahas Foundation in Wija Leprosarium and Accra Psychiatric Hospital. Support to the Plantain Hospital in undertaking a mental health awareness program. A donation of an incubator phototherapy machine and a vital sign. So many of them, plethora of them. But the point is that these are very important areas that align with the very constitution that you said is stipulated. But you fail to report this in your reportage.
Did I tell you how much they spent on these things?
So that is secondary discussion. So, but you could have also picked some of the good ones they have done.
And I'm saying that whatever they have spent on, it's in the full.
So that's the goal of context.
I'm saying that whatever they have spent on, which is captured even in their own reports that our investigations have revealed, is part of the full list we have published. So it means that if all the things Samuel Oku has listed are not part of the list that we have published, then it raises another question. So it is not just about publishing. Has he assigned the amount to what he has?
Maybe he feels you picked and chose.
We didn't pick, and I'm saying that we have published the entire list.
Okay.
So if we were to pick and choose, we wouldn't publish the entire list.
Including what I have just enumerated.
And I am saying that if what he has said is was a part of the entire list, which they approve and gave the money out to the people, it will be part of the list that we have published. And it's on the website. Anybody who wants to read can make reference to what you have published on the website. We were not out to run anybody down. We were just out to look at what was it that the act was saying and what was it that they did.
So implicitly, do I dare say that the position of the Ford Estate is that there have been some misapplication of funds by that characters unit, and that it doesn't form in alignment with the position of the law? That is
the position of the law. And why? And I am saying that look, don't let us run and hide and focus on the pillars. The point is that the pillars, do they really align with the law that set up NLA, under which we have Good Causes Foundation?
Okay.
Basically, that is it.
Okay.
Because if you say sports, and for example, former Black Star captain is having a book launch, and you give 50,000 Ghana cedis to him.
He's not destitute.
I mean, where does he fall?
Okay, so let's see if we can go.
A member of parliament is giving money. Where does he fall?
Let's see.
To buy motorbikes.
Even though the member of parliament has common fund already, let's see if we can fall on some few of them. So this one, I'm reading some of the disbursement.
Yeah. Okay.
The institution is JIT Magazine and Diaries.
Yeah.
100,000 cedis was given, and the purpose was to have presidential diary publication to 2023. So you think that this is way out of the...
So where does this fall under the acts?
Very well. So let's go to the next one. This it doesn't fall directly. Please, can you give us another one?
So okay.
I want us to roll maybe like 3 or 5. Then you can come in and... Senior, fafu to so na delay a live show. Okay, so this one is I can hardly. Okay, let's.
Yeah, so this one is Asamoah Gyan. He had
Chaos Media Group, and Business Consult. Okay, so is it that we are not able to marry or create a distinction between which specifics of sports that to receive certain aid, or is because of certain personalities involved that we think are not destitute? Because anyway you look at it, you mentioned sports, which is in alignment with the position of the law.
Not the law, the act.
The act.
I mean, sorry, not in position. If you mention sports, it is not aligned with the law, but it is aligned with the pillars, which were created by Samuel Oku and his board.
Okay. Which is not for the position of the law itself.
So if whatever you do under sports does not benefit the very people stipulated by the act, then
okay. So it means that, so for instance, the Fourth Estate would have been okay if
it is not about us. It's about the public.
I'm just using as an example.
It is not in our interest.
Permit me,
like we benefiting from it.
Respectfully, permit me to use it as an example.
Fine.
So the Fourth Estate would have been okay if a certain quota, okay, or a certain or an X amount of money was dedicated towards, say, youth development in sports, or going to the hinterlands, helping, supporting young guys who have talent of sport, you guys would have been okay, because then it benefit the marginalized of a sort. Unlike people like Asamoah Gyan, who have made it already.
If that had fallen in line, or if that had sat well,
but has that fallen in line?
Well, I will not answer that yes or no, because I am not a lawyer. You
don't need to be a lawyer to answer this. I mean,
to a large extent, say that it does or it doesn't. But I will leave that to the public. Most of the work we will do, you leave it to the public to judge. And speaking on what we have done, it is because we are all in the media. So sometimes you have to respond to your work, and so we have to respond to. But it is not everything that I should be compelled to explain in certain ways that will mean as though this is a position we have held and we are championing it. But it is for the interest of the public.
As for this one, I agree with you 100%. This one we have just put on Facebook. The institution is Office of the Chief of Staff. An amount of 350,000 cedis was given to Frema Opare, then former Chief of Staff. And the purpose was for Independence Day celebration. I'm sure it comes at the backdrop of a huge amount that would have been given for the preparation of the same project. It was budgeted for. So why would you add 350,000 Ghana cedis?
It was budgeted.
So this one, I'm in full sync with you. Huh? Why do you work with Fort Estate? Are you a lawyer? Are you a lawyer for the Fort Estate?
Good and cause no aspect no hold. So you see. But with this, Sikana Omenema D Black Asamoah Gyan.
D Black the here.
D Black Asamoah Gyan. Now boss will say, Omu di Sika ekoye presidential diary.
Ya bosso.
Yima fama to fatuso.
And then 100,000.
100,000.
Yes. Presidential diary.
Na Otuma Ibisa we nyansa wo. Loto Sika.
The dear diary.
The purpose they say, you from boa sabe omo di dem ene de keke ka ho. Nana.
Yes.
Na ye da call presidential diary.
Yen fanye de.
Anu utitum.
Menyintum. Nyansa nim.
Ye is carry video akoma chief of staff. Say on fan koye Independence Day. Otu utitum.
Nyansa bi anim.
Nyansa wo.
Da bi ene nyansa nim.
Ye is carry video akoma Asamoah Gyan. Ada ya we launch book. Nyansa wo.
No de book ni bitimi aboa.
Because we launch book ni tini. Who say no before.
What kind of personal attack is this? Come on.
You are
Kwame, stop it. No. You cannot do this, Kwame. You that be obi am Mr.
Africa in the wheelchair. Ugoji wo.
Me be relaunch cry.
Yes.
And I'm looking forward say.
Ebi away there obeko
But Kwame, very well. What are some of the other damning? What are some of the okay.
You see, so when you come, so for example, data available to the fourth
but you need to co-opt this guy. I think he want to work with the fourth estate.
Data available to the fourth estate on the foundation's disbursements shows that a lot of the money was spent on sponsorship of elite organizations and events. For example, while the Eei Africa Awards received 90,000 Ghana cedis, the CEO Awards got 350,000 Ghana cedis. Gabi Otu Darko's Africa Prosperity Network.
So that is what is on there.
Yes, awards. Then you can find 250,000 Ghana cedis. Then you have GIPC's Ghana Club 100 Awards receiving 400,000 Ghana cedis.
Which one is
that? You see, so this was also an award scheme. You are given 400,000 Ghana cedis, my brother. 4
billion.
Yes. Where does it fall? And when we say 400,000, I like it when you say 4 billion. This is not money for. If you take this money to my village, do you know the number of classrooms
we have children?
Do you know the number of dual decks you can buy for schools?
That's what I'm saying. We have children in.
Do you know the number of boreholes you can drill for communities that don't have water? And you come and you give this money and you want to justify. And you see, when you read his his statement. That's why I was saying that if I was Ewuku, I wouldn't have even responded this way. It should have. So now we are coming with more series. If you're going to be issuing statement every time we publish a story, and I am saying that he talks about 11 million Ghana cedis that they got from Caritas within the period that they did, and he says when you look at the disbursement that they have made, they only 5% in his thinking, only 5% went out of the box.
No, but 5% is not only.
Exactly. But I am telling you that when you go to his constituency, okay, where he later, before he contested, when you go to his constituency, this was what happened. An AstroTurf was built. Okay. Right?
Chairman.
That just let me know.
Okay. Oko Same Oku constituency wa. Yeah. Before baby nini we no ne MP no. Osi AstroTurf.
Yeah.
Sana forte sit for eka.
Yeah. Papa. And the AstroTurf that he did, right, was, I mean, it's amounted to 2 million Ghana cedis.
But what is the average cost for an AstroTurf?
That's what I don't know. But I'm just saying that
I've not done that.
I'm arriving at a point. Let me finish.
Okay.
Then he goes to do a police station, 130,000 Ghana cedis.
Okay. Petrol figures, no.
When you do the mathematics, 2 million in his constituency alone, the percentage, I'm coming to the 5% that he mentioned. Yes. His constituency alone is 19.2%. And he tells us that all that they spent
is 5%.
Was 5%. You see the what do you call it? The dishonesty in his presentation.
Facebook.
Nana,
hold on.
Okay.
It's not as if say I am defending Roth, but in line with journalism, you don't expect me to sit here.
Oh, sure. So you are doing your work. I'm fine. I'm fine.
Oh, it's a Facebook for Montemasi. But let's probe this. I'm coming, Kwame. Kwame, hold on.
Yako constituency.
Meba.
Or spending 2 million.
Meba. Or 2 million.
And the AstroTurf.
And or did you say police station?
134 police station.
Okay. So let's Kwame.
Okay.
Kwame Misro. Allow me drive the program. Let us be fair to the scope. Not yenkase because ubi yaokrabenti yempenasim. Let us be fair to the scope, and this is to you because the fourth estate. I want to believe they are.
Fourth estate, journalist.
I'm coming. Kwame, listen to me.
I'm a journalist.
Yeah, sure. Sports arena no yema community no. It is not of great importance to the community. Number one, the destitute na yeka, the underprivileged na yesi umu here such facilities no. I want to say sports is a pillar under them no. Are they not going to benefit from that? Now you made mention of police station. Is the police station not going to add up to the security architecture of the area? And I'm saying, sir, if it's about the monies involved, let's massage it. But I'm not sure, say you discuss with the police station. It's a bad thing.
Okay,
is it?
Boss, can I ask my host a question?
Hey, now, Papa,
no. Let me respond. Hey, say, bra.
Does it work with the fourth estate?
No. The first time he's sharing here. But you see there, a question. Same Oku, honorable.
Yes.
Osaso a lawyer account.
Yes.
The mandate, say obesi AstroTurf. It's a police station.
Then why is he an MP? He's supposed to be an agent of development.
Satan on your MP.
And I'm saying that
on your MP.
He's supposed to be an agent of development. Me ameti hey. If I have support, me to build the AstroTurf for my people.
Why not?
Now my see police station.
Yeah.
I don't say I
from your pocket or from your business. So now let's take the issue one after the other.
Okay. And then the Facebook from
and let me say this. In administration, and that's why when people appear before Public Accounts Committee, they have to respond to questions in ways that you find them. You see that they have used the money to do work, but they have to account for it. Misappropriation, what is it? If, for example, you go to tell your general manager that your console is having some defects and you want to fix it, he gives you the money. Then you come to the studio and you realize that maybe the channel that is not working, you can adjust and manage it. The computer has broken down, so you have to use the money to buy computer without going to tell your manager that you have, this is what you are going to do.
Misapply the funds.
Exactly. Now, if you say you are building AstroTurf, who are those who are going to benefit from the AstroTurf?
The youth of the community.
The youth of the community. If it falls in line with the act,
does it fall in line?
And I'm saying this. I am just saying. I'm coming. No, I am coming.
Does that fall in line?
But I'm coming. If it falls in line with the act,
does it fall in line?
You can answer that.
Oh, you are the interviewee.
No, because the act says mentally afflicted, destitute children, the aged, and what? Read that. If it falls in line with it, fine. And I'm saying that I am not the one going to tell you whether it falls in line or not. But you ask yourself. Then you go and build police station. Is a police station not something the state should be doing? Because police station, if there's a need for police station, the state should do that. Now, you go to build that, and you say that because it falls in line with the pillars. Which pillars don't fall in line with the act?
That place, I think I tend to agree.
So you don't, and that is the point we are making.
Whatever law that is incongruous or found inconsistent with an act or the mother constitution itself must be declared null and void.
Exactly.
So
the point we are making is that, look, nobody is saying that giving money, using money to build a police station is not good, but you must look at where the money is coming from. What does the act giving you the power to generate revenue and use same for a particular purpose say? What does the act say? If the act says A and you go to do B, it doesn't matter whether the B that you have done is good, it benefits the people or not. That is not the case. The point is whether or not the act says use the money for that purpose. And so we came out with this to say that, well, the public can look at it, because as media people, you work to serve the public, and sometimes the public can judge better even than you, the one doing the story. People will run through the story and make their own judgment. So it is not like, and that's why I don't want to respond to certain questions you ask, that maybe what is the position of the fourth estate and all of that. We are not taking the position, but we can explain that this is what we found. And if the public thinks that this is right, which we have found is right, and they want to go with it and they are fine, it is money for the public. And if you look at, again, the defense Asamoah Gyan is mounting about these monies that were given out, then you ask yourself, when you come into office and you meet a unit that you want to rebrand, you are rebranding it for a purpose, and you rebrand the unit, you must have in mind, just like my brother said, you are a lawyer, Asamoah Gyan, and he knows that you must respect the act that has established the authority you have come to run. So if you must respect the act, then whatever you must do should be in line with the act. And that is all we are saying.
If he has fallen... let me chip in this small kakra. You raise issue, we say, or the 2 million, and it's AstroTurf. So, Oko Graphica, maybe me unjimini, but Oko Graphica.
And you anything?
Yeah, and I read. Or maybe they we GNPC, that's Ghana National Petroleum Corporation.
Okay.
And it read. Or say, or spend I know ye figure now bunting me a GNPC spending 8 million. LC 30 AstroTurf pitch. 8
million cedis.
Divided 8 million.
Okay.
LC 30.
And I think that was what President Mahama made reference to recently in his speech, that he want to use that.
Which year was that?
Oh, 2001.
The same around the same time.
Yes, around the same time.
Let's separate the stones from the beans.
30 AstroTurf. Yeah, 8 million this year.
Maybe now the way baby any kabori ashase. You sue 8 million.
8 million. It's 30 AstroTurf. Divided.
8 million.
We account that for the way.
So maybe 30 AstroTurf was in 2001. The economic value of money in 2001 wouldn't be the same.
We also
but when did he build Asamoah Gyan? When did he build?
What year was that? So how do you compare 2001 to 2022?
Otu.
Otu. Well, you see,
what much difference will it make?
JPC did 8 million. 30 AstroTurf.
That's 266.
I know, sir.
30 AstroTurf.
I know, sir. Kwame, I know, sir. A lot. Hold on. I know, so a lot of people, including me, on Facebook, or more Frey, more studio. You will not agree with me, but you see, Nyameme can say. So be the 8 million. SC 30 AstroTurf.
What divided
that was in 2001. The value of money in 2001 will not be the same as in 2022. Please, come on.
30. Then 8 million they see.
Come on.
On the Bako, ever cost say.
Honorable, could you told this anchor? Would we have the same conversation?
No. Yesterday, we are wrong.
No, wrong example. No, say you won't have money in cash. I am on Tomobo. What I say? What I say? Because Obi the 8 million, I see 30 AstroTurf in 2001. So you expect here the 8 million, basically the same in 2022.
I'm not saying that. Divided. How? Divided.
And you think you will need 2 million?
Even if you will not need that, what he's saying will never pass.
No. It you see, it guides you to be well informed. You see, that's analysis of comparison. It will guide you to be well informed.
And then 2021.
You are now talking.
No. No. And then he said
2001.
Oh no. You know, sir.
So you are not
but for me, I got into 2021, and I'm saying that President Mahama recently, when I think he was saying that he wants to build stadia in all the regions, and he wants to use the GMPC model. He has asked his chief of staff and others to discuss with GMPC to see what model they use that they spend so less in constructing stadia across the country. So that's the analysis he was trying to. But so me, I understood him to mean that he was referring to 2021 and not 2001.
And I think said that was misconstruction. Okay. So if 2021 it makes sense. Yeah. So be the 8 million, SC 30. Stadia now with the 2 million SC1, then there's a cost for it.
Exactly. So a lot of things, and well, like we said, this story is just the tip of the iceberg. There's more to come, and I don't know whether he will be responding to everything.
But maybe challenge in to say Frema Opare 350,000 cities. Say one more day Ghana celebrations. Ghana should have Chessica at Monum for that celebrations. And it's 350,000 cities in the coin.
And you ask yourself again, if a media house, you are giving 255,000 Ghana cedis for an event that you charge people already for Kariba, City Heritage Caribbean program. Now, and you there.
Very well. William Jalula, Associate Editor for the State. And please, Sarah journalist, you should understand. And yes, only Pakuna Kaya near the HD.
Oh, yeah.
It is all follow journalism that if you be the devil's advocate, you need to
play it.
Especially when that person is not here. Sometimes you need to ask questions like the person who want to ask. And and the bonus. But at least kono. And I think say by now what is the next steps? What next?
So like I said,
will you be going to court for Ghana?
It hasn't come up in our discussion. Like I said, we are running this as a series, and we are done with 2 stories. In the coming days and weeks, there will be more stories that will be publishing on as far as this investigation is concerned. And so it is when the whole thing is complete, then we are able to tell what next to do. But of course, we have state investigative bodies, and people are mandated to do that. We have institutions and agencies that are supposed to be taking care of things like this if they find relevance in what we have done. Of course, you look at what the NLA over the years has spent and on what it has spent, and if they think that there's more to look into the matter as far as what we have brought up or we have published is concerned, then they can do that.
Yeah, was for
Thank
that
you.
revelations. Mr. William Jalula, Associate Editor, the Ford Estate, and in the train como efa Shemubia Waya Sika Etrasia de here for na afe yede koye adefofro abra same auku eye kwanchire for penny ema NLA eno ho sem ana Ford Estate di ba na no kwasem ne se ohwe niema ne bia na chese ene enyan ye won koda ne me no kasai omtete form omu hia nkonya keke atanaso esisika ni ho titiminya 350,000 cedis mama me Frema Opare, but I'm imagining nkonya dodo 350,000 cedis beti maye na kwala bi ote form anya akonya atanaso because school omuni mpaboa, I mean a whole lot. So I think that it's a very good course na yenyina yebekoso na ya time wachi. Thank you for passing through, sir. We are grateful. Yenya Kabori Ewufia weye Kasamafo Emma ye Minister for Lands and Natural Resources Yebeti Ninka Sisia Wisdom Bafa. I have seen you've been consistent with your position, but it's only nice to say you are decorous in what you say. I'm struggling to read it for you, but I'll read it when you make sense. Minia Akwaba
Ebru and then before we go galamization no mami ready ade nchire. Chachuchi Kata was tried for causing financial loss of 230,000 Ghana cedis to the state while he was the CEO of Ghana National Petroleum Company after trial through the Accra Fast Track Tribunal, one of many set up by the Kufuor administration. 230,000 Ghana cedis. CEO of GNPC. Body ano why anything. Says you can one fan come footballer bianco to book. Says you can one fan come politician bianco printed presidential diaries. Says you can one fan come chief of staff be. Says you can one fan come bia.
Okay.
Says you can could ya me. Say a beboa the reclamation agenda as far as it's a ecology ne yen GNPC long-term vision is of concern.
Okay.
Enunti.
Okay. All right. It's you.
Nana. Enunti. And then media bayno. Men preme humwa ntanchia. But ko samba ko pe na mebisa. Abano ananu ye de bota china da so ho dia. Ya de boba ubia nka na no mpado. I can't fathom. I can't succumb to recapturate to koto dientia sika mobrowa yenfa komano no eko wiewie wonu adidi ametam wonu ewobie anya bi kura atwa buku yenfa sika no komom mentiase sika yenfa nkoboa mobrowa no obi a wonya no dae sonso opeso okodi MP ane na nukuromu odi koje fans ami agina so ato abama no in the name of Asotef mentiase de entia ene the whole presidency diary sika yamfa nkoma mobrowa woni bie enyanka ane yamfa nkoma presidential diary then there is any justification for it. The first question is say, is it even your mandate? Does it include your corporate social responsibility? Say, who I now go print diaries. Who now go trace kami akwacha bugu. Who now go trace kami akwaku astrotefu. Does it include your corporate social responsibility? Is it part of your mandate? Anti Senator Penika no. Abuano anantisa double. One console double. O young people to say double. And you know double.
A benefit.
It way there. Gargantuan financial loss to the state. Santancha ne de bo chachuchi kata na ko da fiase Nchiranka for first state Attorney General babi obi a mi chena numre our team at the presidency babi omo obi a mi chena mo numre Fourth Estate any Media Foundation of Africa one mo ka ho and NSS ghost names one mo on ete. This is not different. And this is part of the reason the Ghanaian people gave us the mandate. Ubi of all as a Ghana from Gaza. Call where they can buy and say, all right, that's what you're in.
First call.
Now, all right, be seeing what I be now. Anunti, sir, Sikaru, no me, say, yeah, say the madam for, yet the man on quo, and I do not come for no. Yet the idea say, Mammy, I will new in here. The Ghana Sikaru fire piano. Yes, I'm famra. Now for a woman to go to Kumsika, but one of the four could Tobuku. But one man penny so I diaries. But one to come for could see even at the Heart Sports Stadium. I know I'm fire ho. Yet the other say, dear, ye chance I go with San Quayeno. Yen famra, yen fan conquer. Now maybe come at a friend place here. Sabe, and put 2 room pemper so I penalty. As it's how we are doing pemper so I penalty. Nipa do no that's one who them. I want your bubro. Ye be a boss half phone be. I know more maka organa for 9 baby. Now you trust the country was there. You call one browa or here for only be. Now they are betting. Now one more did you mean a show go to Kuma. No man, you're quiet, and I say bye. Media begin say, Nina Kahuna Sam couldn't deal with buy. Let the ordinary Ghanaian feel the impact of this victory, the impact of this government. By holding people accountable, it could be anybody. But Nana, and found who orchestrated this crime against humanity.
It's a crime against humanity.
Yes, this is crime, crime against humanity. As is also baby and whoever oversaw to sign a ransom and with this yemonyo and no more with ye. I was a brand here. Now we remove a sefatano. Ye nesi ase fiko. Na the ebebu abono no. E jinaga na mraso. Adini yensen na twena so na yensen na ho say position is not possession. Ye di jawa. Na we hoso fo. Onye ade no wura. Na ochina biru wa na wo na bonya kwanya na me na menya kwanya. Ye di odo akomapa nukuredie paperepaye asomomai no enimu nipa amawa fo to apafra.
Ti ye kan sa no. Na itu aban ye otisun so fo se abane sei no yenso ensuade wo na nkoba se after 4 years the same Fourth Estate esanko yenhwemu a ya beka se office bi eje an X amount esan se ye refunds a it say hwede me advisor me de ma abamu penifo no because we are by yesi enye Anna, mean also making reference to Church Kata, just 230,000 cities, right?
Yes.
Now
where's the guy? Okay, Kabumo, send you 230,000.
Yes, young from Abba.
I said, Obi answers with
you. Near honorable minister.
Fantastic.
Now, minister, we were who say, Mekana Samoa. Maybe free Jomoro. Mifrachim Sino. Si minister yi on kama busuya ho ana sabi onya madamfo ye come we be no kura de ne kabore mu nati he but see onipa ya de a wosayi wo hwese an nkrofo pese omoya but minister is still strong honorable Amakofi bia eboa very strong so be koso agina order from above for the doors. But minister is strong and then what can it pain? See no order from above. Because order from above near back up your friend John Eei Mahama. No also say you took galam say as in fact and then many aje papa. So at least your team your minister also what the Nancy form. Say through the establishment of Dimos. You bet me to galam say as na omo ye o ye kire me nim say kawan ba chesa o ye kire no ubi.
Yeah.
Or yes.
The
matter for you from and a dear potting, and I see
Boachi medase.
Boachi kudi.
Boachi be na ba manu ya.
Boachi kudi.
Hey. Nana Otu.
Yeah.
Africa in a creature. Nana. That was Africa and Fubu. That was the continent. I got to reach him. One day, piano organizer to anyway, I've been kind to but it's an interesting piece. I was a Opa Huntuma, Ghana Vunina Kupebi, now Omokan Africa, every sign of the soil. Oh, yeah, it's an interesting piece. Minimum that, sir, it was also,
yeah, you know, I'm trying to be accident. The Mentimian, but this time I say relaunch and I film their
yes, say, I did be a whole considered dose.
Serious accident.
Me now, you're faster than Manyame. But, Nana, my memory upon for you now, but so I broke with you say, number of one and you are. And to produce opening quatching, penny vacan now, woman, what budget for you bring. My main chair, a cry from a tear for. Any a higher mining in a conquering as in the friend, the citizen so. Enti mene Ghana for, Minianum Ghana for, Mamma Ghana for, more Fadum Ghana for. And I dear Shamudia, no any de Obunia Hombra say Quanson, Mamma more Quanson Coso. And then you met dear, ye dear any Munyanko PMU or Sunai, na Yakota Minister Ra, Emmanuel Amakofibu Echi, na on yen a Cabaheno. Need money for be a renewed and intensified effort or has a Quamponia Nana, you took Sahoko or my Ghana Maham. You beating me to a different. Now we did, and yes, you could trust one Manasa Befe. Then we ye in here and my assets beam. Now, Sisheno Ebe here say, you from Bakumo, dear. Now who be here say. Ubeka omu nyina fua biaye baako na womu aye train ya boom na womu ate womu ho ase na chemistry ni gel no aye adwuma ansana ube deploy omu for major operations
ame o deploy ya fato soma why ya kasara na bi
na said your blaster be bomb match ya na the day you free ha na party free asna na we free ani aka omu bom e do makọ camp mo training kakra ansana makọ bomb match no nana ebia na esiye na omukọ ho na anu ada bosomi da toso adue edu enkono anana due no so na omotima yesa training no ane na jebo training ni nyina ba na wie ya security forces we munyina beye wo ahasa achipo aduonu na achiri omo na constitute of find kan na first phase omo na sa permanent deployment no aban hwe na wetimi a deploy omo ejene jumadi no course wo the Army College wo sunyan na pani behwe na efekeke na biaye kura simulation course so
ehon na e fe no amepese
masanya magwabi na kwame
kabare ehon no mayama atifo ni ahefo
yes
omo ye bibi ti say acting asrafo no kwakwa chinkrofo galamsey site
pepe
ana omo kire se ne galamsey fo ni ye ba isa trawo fa no to so mame
kwam fa to so
na okwan asoja fo no fa so de sei no mo nim sa asoja fo ne ba o
na bi say intelligent led operation tinye ka say na mo we no di enya matrema kwa bia we nya matrema kwa bia
na fa say na nam so nya
a more coordinated platform one omujumadi pan say be gada intelligent two na ya verify say intelligent no na three yetimi akọ soups anaso operation na timi aboa ama yetimi achisa gadam sefo yi na yede o mafa emrakwazo enti we dey adutwam kra omo eye o ye kire kakra broni kanu simulation no na pani behwe na efekeke na ohwe ya said that pay ni anum Ghana phobia so we you feel so we bakoko
na Chinese for
na atias Chinese for na who Ghana for
ye be ni na na ma bia na e musu ye say
esrekeke
galamsey for no say na your memam kura bitira mpetu
woman
na protect
na local security tax na tax ya na bo
abuzu ayi be sisi
na no a ekoso galamsey honum no saa mrantie no na ebo ho ban eruti obi tifie na obi tinkane ade na galamsey no ye kan trasa na nye trasa nye trasa kwaye fa so a abaya otisoi etimi je ofin shelter bet kwaye fa so a otimi je jimra extension afa hills subri tanonibri ene anyofutum ni ade no nyasem ketwa because a mema pa kura kundie in most cases kwa munya Ghana for dey ya wo munu no eti wo ka me say no wono wonte dia wo ka wono dia na say edira gina wo mo bia
ba me video ni ready aka chain ya mati
for bia wura mu a ni nyina no they have taken into consideration omatimi a feature in the simulation kire say adwuma no o man no dia show mo nsa so mo nkonkwan no di kan wo mo ti adwuma na say wo meaning what is at stake wo meaning what is ahead no mo aye krado abo mo ho asie say de beba bia no ombetimi a neutralize na ayem kudimdie ne animunyam hye de ama Ghana enti enyasam ketwa eno ne eniema ekoso ewo sunwane ene na presenka uwie simulation no na yaba minister abra na one Ghana for any mrantie memai edin komo
Mustafa Gyan so kasaba
yes na highlight of owura
okay enini eti me bacho momra mehe we no more of my friend the movie we senior then hand your time no match galamsey for no we na send mom kwame me so me send bi ama wa say we time am kokko chi galamsey for no but we nye live you I dey o ma act soldier for na kire okwan a wo fa so a wo di wonjuma 9 months for no na we no ba be hunu senior omo yom galamsey wo be hunu meme kura bitira e kura tu e protect wo na senior soldier for no form a chi kura kwachi wo dey bra Facebook e da ho kwan be nyi fro no mo so hwe bi na we no no dwane akwan
odi nkuru no fa nanam se onana na kan otopia afajan
nti hwa no nti ha me ye bra omo chi wo
ai ha de na tese omo ambushi omo wie kura
well I send some of the other videos hwe saba
wo ye hu hwe anyi yi
nti ha de no ma chi omo wie
sa
ei na just akodie na aposifo na soja fo no kura musu kura bio
na say uzi e chom nyina ye season 2 ni ade efiri wo nsam and is synonymous to the ye cofield wa ye kohunu
nti na cofield am kohunu na wo dey
yes no akwa na futu operation e course yi bomb action ko abaye nso ni eje
wow
bomb action 8 rounds fully loaded onye mtwen okokunu enye abrebia do okokunu waye krado se wo a wo besi ne kwan a ompene ma no nkodi bone enkwose nzuo nze kwan no wo de obeya ha na mama ne
se for ye hwe ne amamo other videos no chassis free time omo ye so omo yom galamsey na nkrofo protect na Chinese fo a omo na ye on sponsors se enye me koso omani age ho pa omo na ye oga no munim se naimus asrafo no eba na se ne omo fa kire echi wom no eno na ye de agu fidie so a ye nti se wo join ye on Facebook a live on Accra 100.5 FM abetime hunu ni nyina oni ma abra ekoso na so udi nkomo no ye hwe ni mi no nyina
that's right enti we no ba na wie na wo se ye kohia na fe nkomodidi empenifo nyina de wo manu disem tudwa and mamifa kwanya so na memmo owura Mustafa Gbandi, Deputy Director in charge of operations at the presidency and the Deputy General Secretary for the NDC. Fantastic presentation and submission by all standard. Sanse ono na odua ba mu san dua banyokum na ye power strafo and mamin kana tifo a mutie mintie ni ye. This is the difference between the NDC and the MPP. NDC have shown time without number. A blade be NDC penny be abe kasa so what bam so what party ne kasa no chere say we have the political will to fight this illegal madness. Say abaya owo sa enwinta so adwene say kwan biara so sa kwan boni tusika okwa esenso ese kwa brutu essence no ibitu ase no
but my address is Dixon Eagles. I say please can you tell the PRO to tell the minister to repeal LI to mine in the forest reserve but you who minister na ya found
LI 2462 there say minia Dixon one for purposes of information me no can say ya minister atwere the afa koma attorney general minister say on behalf of Ghana buying onye nhyehyɛ nyinaa na as soon as the parliamentary year begins and our parliament returns from recess yɛmfa nkɔ bra sɛ bedwam na yɛnwu nkɔ no free Ghana yɛmmra mu nyinaa say it never existed, we are repealing it uprightly. LI 2462 any nua accompanying 2501 there enya dia ebeye mra wo maimu so officially say it's everywhere in the news. Minister Orama Kofibu atwere e dey akoma
videos na ba ma send videos
ni oye ho hyehyɛ nyina na episode akɔ enti kwame fameko the next video no na minister all charge your friends and 9 mus 4
we'll come back to the
no charging 9 mus 4
remember
okay
last leg of our national pledge. And I pledge myself in all things to be faithful and loyal to Ghana, my mother. Every morning when you are in the course of defending the people of Ghana, when those unseen faces knock at your door to try to compromise you, remember every day that you have pledged to be faithful and loyal to Ghana, your mother. The children that are all having all these deformities, those that are dying innocently, all the villagers, innocent women and children who are drinking this poison, the hopelessness of thousands of people who have no water because the source of our water, the forest, is being destroyed. See your hands. This is why you are here. My friends, the people of Ghana are saying to you, you cannot fail this time. And we will not fail. Yes, and you can trust that His Excellency President John Mahama is back cheering for you to win. Let us go with a united, unified spirit. Let us remember the last leg of our national pledge. And I pledge myself in all things to be faithful and loyal to Ghana, my mother. Every morning when you are in the course of defending the people of Ghana, I say it again. Yes, you will take no obstructionist instruction from any big man. Remember, the biggest man in Ghana is the President of the Republic, President John Dramani Mahama. And he's the one that has sent you. Yes, sir. He's the one that has empowered you. Yeah. And I know that he will never call you to allow anybody to engage in meeting with that. This is the stakes. This is the power you have. You are to fight for the soul of our country. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I say it again. Yes, sir. We will take no obstructionist instruction from any big man. Remember, the biggest man in Ghana is the president of the republic, President John Dramani Mahama. And he's the one that has sent you. Yes, sir. He's the one that has empowered you. And I know that he would never call you to allow anybody to engage in any illegality. This is the stakes. This is the power you have. You are to fight for the soul of our country. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I say it again. Yes, sir. We will take no obstructionist instruction from any big man. Remember, the biggest man in Ghana is the president of the republic, President John Dramani Mahama. And he's the one that has sent you. Yes, sir. He's the one that has empowered you. And I know that he will never call you to allow anybody to engage in any illegality. Any recalcitrant entry to this zone is not merely a trespasser, they are an enemy of the state. You are to be firm, you are to be resolute, you are to be ruthless. Ladies and gentlemen, this is why I say so. If you look at the steps we've taken and where we've gotten to, we have done the training and sensitization. We have preached to every chief, every youth group. We've tried the olive branch. You want to do mining? We have created the alternative for you. We are not even going to let you hustle. We are creating what we call a cooperative mining entity, thanks to the cooperation with large-scale mining companies. We are giving you places where the water bodies and forests and all the areas that are so important to our survival will not be at stake. We are giving you places that you can mine and even get the output better than what you are doing. This amnesty is still on for our young people who want to do mining. We are even fast-tracking the licensing process for you. We are coming to you with those licensing process. And so, if you fail to take this opportunity to turn and do the right thing, what we are basically saying is that you are in collision course with the National Anti-Illegal Mining Task Force. And please, be a patriot. Any recalcitrant entry to these zones is not merely a trespasser, they are an enemy of the state. You are to be firm, you are to be resolute, you are to be ruthless. Ladies and gentlemen, this is why I say so. If you look at the steps we've taken and where we've gotten to, we have done the training and sensitization. We have preached to every chief, every youth group. We've tried the olive branch. You want to do mining? We have created the alternative for you. We are not even going to let you hustle. We are creating what we call a cooperative mining engine, thanks to the cooperation with large-scale mining companies. We are giving you places where the water bodies and forests and and all the areas that are so important to our survival will not be at stake. We are giving you places that you can mine and even get it out better than what you're doing. This amnesty is still on for our young people who want to do mining. We are even fast tracking the licensing process for you. We are coming to you with those licensing process. And so, if you fail to take this opportunity to turn and do the right thing, what you are basically saying is that you are in collision course with the National Anti-Illegal Mining Task Force. And please, be a patron. Any recalcitrant.
UN, President's statement.
That was a summary of a course reaffirming government's uncompromising commitment to say ebe to galamsey ase na yaje responsible, sustainable, legal mining practices atum aso mine na aboa yina na ese dam kra boy bo frifie nti santo kwa pifu ye ne de ba bi eli ani akire pa suwa ene yankwa abretu yegidie ni se Ghana subontin bia wonti na ye krum ha sade tie no subontin dodo no ati e kwa abretu no eno nti utimi bo kwaye no ho ban a indirectly wabo nsuo no ho ban na wogi nsuo no so esi gina pen papa na wabo nkwa ho ban sa se nsuo ese water is life nsuo yankwa ti needie subontin ahodo bi ene kwa abretu ahodo bi aban amampani Eei Mahama di anim no ebe declare no security zones na mrantia kantinka nei omo closing out ceremony ewo the army school ewo sunwane no womo ene ebe deploy mo na permanently wono akwakotena sa akwa bretu no ene subontin no ho ahwe aboa ama yabo ho ban ama aboa o my Ghana nyina Asamoah minister ede tudwa de ye mede wo mu pa kese baako abrebia obia se ena munyina monsa wo mu bi ena edura ese party for ena big man bi ena we Africa commander minister say kwa mu koi asrafo abambofo kwa mu koi there is no big man over bia to be for phone fro ena me na me hwan me na me big man me na me penny kwantrefo penny kese me da party ano me da ban ano me da mansi ano me da mantamo ano to hell be that person. The only big man in this country is the president of the Republic of Ghana. One also ena wasechire true ye mra a pause abadwa ku say one mo na mo ye kwaye ni ensu ho ban ye say de onuno ade no onse ade ti mampani no a ono apa na pamfo so omo ko bo man ho bra no enye ono no be fa phone asa ye na ntini twitwa asa wo modwuma ti mampani mfre de a ene no obi amfre tu ko no obi so e party chairman obi so e hwan enye ono na esuma wo enye ono na ama otumi enye ono na ama wakade e mampani ene Ghana ena ama osa tumi no akade no se ko na koku eye nkunimdifo na Ghana mfa no ntoma pa infra osa kasi so se nhye bebre aba nana aban ya krado se obi bia opese otusika kokko okroma no otu no kwampa so emfa wa how me bia no de nhye bebre wo wa obetimi go through that process no nemom se wo wadu furi penti wodi nyina beto ha mu na no November 2024 na ye Western region takwa ene important and a bonsa treatment plant ye shutting it down na poe mantem for office so omode omohogon ewi ase na kodu poe mantem when ba for office poe mantem ne hawa ene ya duru we ne ba nana ebia ade bechi no na duru nkran ebia ade bechi no na duru kumase ebia ade bechi no na Ghana nyina sabe yentimi nkra lore makrum ha fantu kwan ensa mekra nsuo makurum ha menom enunti enne ensubontin bia ye security zone, especially in the endemic mining regions and districts. Sanso na kwa breto bia aye security zone. Any trespasser, and this is in the voice of the minister. Any recalcitrant, errant person, or trespassing or hon, and now he's not should be seen as a trespasser. He should be seen as an enemy of state.
Minister said they should be firm and ruthless.
Now most of one in firm, one courageous, and only ruthless.
That's what he said.
Because senior, the wapa will be papa say no. You don't know among komo and yes pepe. And unti say dear. Wo fancy be pia tunufo. Oba bi na oya kaka bin se na tunufo. Onua bi no no de ono na ye champion ta tunufo. Because nana kane no ne say ahaya so ne de mo bi anwuram. Yese kwaye we kura de ahohombone na hye mo bi ankoho. Ukwo no wa ma ana ko na de obehunu ana de beto no. Se wutimi mebi se obi a ofie o. Enti ba bi a yese manko no oba ne ya kaka bensem ko. Onua ne ya kaka bensem wura ho. Wo fa se ne ya kaka bensem ko. Na wa ma meti a kosi bi e de obekwa ama ban.
That's how DJ say security zone.
Okoye de oho. And that is how serious Okuna Kwakodru. And also be a tunhofo. In the coming days, it's going to be brutal. In the coming days, a baye mugamu. Say, and no ne se sian. Baby a buy na dru. Say, you beat me a bone su. You quite brutal. Any or body shida would be a shida of mine. You beat me a bone mine. Sir. Otome kume mamra kufa do kofa baye say license miners betimi mine 100 meter away from a river bank no ene ye yensa kraye wo say anya bi akora ne pagya mo fanko kwansi fa ana kwansi bako between 500 meters to a 1 kilometer buffer because nana any minister ko anko bra no so from yours to dominance spanning about 191 kilometers kwansi wa hanya bi okono baako no ya hu illegal mine baako kura wo nsuo na no but de ni ye hunu ni say obi akọ nsuo no mantwe baabi and wode druban mienu awura asase abeto ankobra no mu druban no baako twi nsuo afira ankobra no akoye adwuma wo hama no and druban no baako firi na adwuma mo nsu firi no ni ase de ne niema a wabọ no esa twi abegu ankobra no mu nana se we nyanya mransam mamosem awudi samwa we ye dia enunti ana aban edi duku aboni yam na wa rebe se kokko apru ne nsachi se enedie yensubo nsuwa ni nyina no security zone enedie ye kwa abretuo ni nyina security zone. You go there at your own risk. You go there at your own risk. Eti minisa ebua de kase said you die you canon national pledge. I promise on my honor with the move for me. I promise kwana to be faithful and loyal to Ghana, my motherland. Say asaf we that's run up to be faithful and loyal to Ghana, their motherland. Some crofone almost over the Oma says near Majomania Sika. One person more compromise will be our assassination. One more punua. You should remember one thing: to be faithful and loyal to Ghana, their motherland. Now, Queen, where the intimate cop and some mayachi and Macassi and to me, and yet. Now, you would you say, you bet me, I am an year, sons, and Mampania Gassa, Edino Machi, Sasabia, son, Sabia Cronto. As some any him. Now, ye bo Mochi Dom say, a bedding kunum, Amo my Ghana. To my preference. Until the course rules, I don't know. Okay. In the coming days, we'll take you along the river banks, we'll take you to the forest. No more coin, Sakraya, a gun of wood that are buying on tin to soon to form and some family teacher.
It has Inuya Kabore, a spokesperson, Emma Minister for Lands and Natural Resources. Wait, my journey feeding live on Facebook, Accra, 100.5 FM. You made it in the Citizen Show. Me didn't Nana Otu Darko. But you come say simulation says no course no. Me more of a movie. Yeah, my producer say yeah ready. If Kwame Opa you be pon you should be 7 minutes be. You be pon ni nyina no mo hunu senia ni nyina akoye fekwa akwan asojafo ne fa so na omotimide chinkrofo enya dia a see real. It was acted. Na mo for ne say we know kwan a say I prepared. Asana me come to Nunu Junior so me call lawyer Kwame Dennis. Na official name no mum ne hear me. Lawyer Dennis Asiedu. Lawyer Dennis Ofori. E ba to say
Ofori Asiedu ni bom.
Lawyer Dennis Ofori Asiedu Kasama NDC. Lawyer ishi ache akwaba.
Na na enukre ya minia. Na mi gidi say obi ahoye.
Ihoado.
Me din chia kese koma me party for omutie samre. Eni minia metonunu ne minia kabore. Ya eti fo nkaya kanyina. Na nana nse galamse asemi asembia se oye party ba brani Omangana any NDC that wakumaswa. I will say how. I will say how the church say. Beye bosome watria ye ba bemi. Enema pa bebre enesi. Enema pa esino. Ye kase ye bobosoa. Ade besan e wo show no so aye yentimi nyae no e me cancel fufuru bia wo hwe dollar na emia ye ko a any other currencies ati abafam ya krada afi de ye push se enkosoro kakra amanfo ho ahiha mo wo hwe fuel bo abafam wo hwe school feeding sakra abam wo hwe kuafo mpo a omado no buying car inti ayenya ne say nka teteno na e pro ka fuom ni ade ane aban aso masene ato afiri ho mi tie ofele independent member of parliament no osi abra omo do no aban man fertilizer de command kofo no omo di gugu omo no buy so afiri no buy na ba ye pa tofo His Excellency tie no o say mi school for no gu ho krompo a omadua ne sem ye den aban ya to ye de kohwe school for saa de mo pay nyina sisi wo mo animu ma wo ye party ba unya oti debi o wadwem ne ohuna mu na oti saa ne man nyina na o de hwahwa ho a na galam say sem no aba otia na oraho na udia especially to one what say Uniba treatment plant water treatment plant ya shutting it down what say kwanyako ya shutting it down na obusa say da ben e be shut it down pon won ni weja
tell you when you start say crash
say ye be crash you no enti no kalam say asem no enu amitie His Excellency John Dramani Mahama wo UN no nsem na wo kan ya hode na wo kan ode kan no nam the man has now arrived we ofri we for about 50% of that vim mra na infan she galamse kunim and we are gone fortunately ade no anchi amroso na the lands and natural resources minister ene ne mrantie account ho abehye yinkran ebia nkanu amanhuni amehunye na trust me nkanu minister kan me kasa kasa ni bi keke abra ye beye pando to Dambai road no o se micromoti ye beye pando to Dambai road no o se ye ma idika ma surveyors eba no ma besusu kwan no mususu and so we were excited because around that time no nothing electricity so I buy a village for the first time you know electricity ne buy en chebia na ebe susu kwan na say oh e kwan ne ba old man bi jira say yesusu mo men na so na yesusu bi a kire mo
yesusu da
yesusu da say beba mu you see fortunately yen mreso no susu no mbe susu ye no omo susu ankyere keke omo susu ye na kwan ne bae enti no I say ebia na nemi hu me se senka enu a na esi ye na nsi a nka nne minister kan ni ne babia o de fifa ni nyama kaso ya tiabre but you see I say action time etoatoaso na etoatoaso no e ma me arehwem se sisi ade ne ma besesa na ansada ne ma besesa so no na wo say yen as party for yen as timamfo yen so ye time minister ene ekuo na waten ye time machi because omo trust me omo muntu omo ye galamsey e wo nsuom ene kwa birinto mu omo doso chen ekuo no at any point in time omo doso because ye galamsey site ba ko
hweni pegu
ho a enye omo doso chen Ghana mi nyina ya kan bom to fight them no I understand say it is a difficult fight and enye ni nyina so na ntumi ka say ewo anko braso pe no akọ anko braso uye na no dance wo ho uye rim wo ho uye pra wo ho
eno po yensu aka say so nkete me mai
mi kaba ye ko Kumase over the weekend and I do Osino
me krum de bia ho na mo de
so ho na me ko to ye
nti krum be prebe na me krum
ho na me ko hu ne me hu ye nti ma me kan wie na wa no yi a unse ban say dru ba bia ti bi ka say Osino fo nyina ye galamsey fo wa hwe be dru ba bi ne ye
me de me bomb chi
ye fro na Otu galamsey ena ye do ohunu say ye nua no me o mo she blue police in fact, the police gola. Or directly so within the center of town.
Yes, you took what I'm saying.
Yeah, dodging no.
Center of town.
Center. Oh, Masai. Yeah, they have say, omo bush, omo forest. Be an amo. You croning thing.
I'm krum na. Me we am ho keke driver and say, "Hey, so no dim say me free krum ho." Hey, utwa ombabu na say ombabu me and no about 80% how I don't know them.
You don't know them.
And I know kruma from kakra bi.
Some
guys and say na momo kroni amodiano. Mama ho we be say asase no. Like I was angry. Momo you to say I'm sorry no. My din.
Tom some omunya kakra.
Ana mo we dey make am yasre. E say you to omunya guys ho. Some this guy.
Say ko omo buy to gold no omo na sham ho.
Na e dey na board dey. Osu na dey na board dey sin cry. I'm telling you, say now God need to dey on this kind of. Until I raise the living standard of the community.
Serious o. Nana middle of town. Ena omo ami no mo ka bisa say na dey no mo ye na am say omo tu ska kokko. Ska ko ankaza na omo posa no na omo just say krono mo.
Yeah, police station so krono.
Ena we krampo de he obi tipa tracks si ha ba ko de si ha car ba ko so park wa ha na in between omo she ho na kuchu na am say baby edri de e be da ku because sisi a nyina ye ni wo river bodies ne water bodies ne forest reserve so omuso no mo besi kuru mfimfin na enye se bia enua ne nsuo no mo sen no nko akekewo eno na jona me hwe news late news say jumanti ube nante a udu na jona se wo hwe last minute bi na ye say research bia group bia ye on the state of our soil, our water bodies and vegetables. Bakura them say crack. Now acceptable levels of mercury, arsenic, and I think one other
cyanide.
cyanide. Some 32,000%. Some 3,000%. Some 18,000%. I'm saying, hey. Now there no 100% to the ground bono. Travel by one ground by war trouble. Now could do 32,000%. And I win. Oh, the mimi chrome tapamanya. I will tea region bar. Yen too good. Intinka, many Americans say, oh, they say, Fahu. Benye de bia ne betimi atisi kontomre every amanya de abre me won kran na kontomre na me kwa akoto kaneshi market na mokola ana malatan minim ba bi free e bia na free krom osi no also there hey ati yes ba bi de nyame be kire wo se oho nyina che se aginsem osi no oni panso ntimi sorry a wo be ka se o ye tu galamse ntimi echekom ba mu so bedidi na sa chemicals no e konsu ni mu a enya no na mane efi no efi na ye ne de ya tache na ye frafra de keke we no mu ne de watin so na ni kroje ye wie ni kwampo no no mu san de om ho ewuwo mu enti o be ka so me num nsufi me num bottle water me num pure water me num say ni edi e chire na ekomu no say 100% kwampo of the chemical no in the room a ni yi no kra yasem na abro so by 32,000%.
Was the last month CB3 me cash on my nyam ekoye report be free also free me chrome suna na kwa Samantha amfo o free hono ma the next time enyinem
yeah
atiwa ho yetiwa western
em say ho ye say east yeah
atiwa east omko enyinem no mkofa abode kwa susu ana kontomre eze ban no mfa banche
ano me kola ni eden ko anso
omo wie no na no nso na community ne tidy because
ano ni yepe
unum say omunya mercury cyanide ewo aduane nim from lab and no nso na consistently yedi ana no nso ne de bankran ma ye say ye de ye nko galamsey ho site na no na yedi and you are joking with this
na
yes death warrant and fire
na sika no mi bisa se omo mutu galamsey no mutu wie no munye sika na say ne kan ye mu na ye nka ho no eno mo anka sampo eno mo anka sampo a omutu no na utibi shi obi no bisa say oh chale ni na say ni mamto say so na say de ba befi o na ukọ he o mko share gala no musa se ukọ share gala no ni ye den so ye kutu galamsey sa so ene na sha ho so senior say me share we there wona wako to gold no of gold ni mu aba ako say ye nsu aba ako say ye forest aba ako poison ye wie ba san be ge fi a yeti hadwe ho
me tia no mu fire say sa me tete say party members ya baba was see am mo my won just be galam so me say omunye study me wi course me nyai e bi from kra free me kuma chimusu no o say me nyen sem hunu no masa just sem hunu no nya wo da wo ba be kan bia masa ka wanu tum me che say me mo already it gala say no musi abeko
yeah no ena me nana midisi nana he midisi kura no eya me enti say ye dwen say nkrophobia omukọ opposition no say 2020 omu fight guarantee and omu aba no e ba fam na 2024 na omu ja galani gumu no omu aba no e ko sen
very well
eko sen enti no usi mandate na Ghana for the amayen no omu hwe niema ba ku mienu miensa
no but even if we think in that light then we are not wise. Say you during election esi ni pankwa
it shouldn't be the case.
You are not wise as people.
Be the case. Enti say put on us your party boys
na munyi na
your party for no so mu ye bintini ya mo manya edu 2028 na galamsey ti ya opposition na ide
is better say
Ghana fighting na Ghana for beka say go for ma fighting galamsey and when we do that me sure Ghana for omoni da ho omoni da ho until they will say ye bia na will say ye as party people as communicators as Ghanaians citizens of this state no ye ta minister na chi ye ta his excellency chi na fight no yɛtumi fight ne yɛgye yɛ ma ne si hɔ
Mate. Yeah. But you said lawyer Dennis Ufuri Esiedu. But lawyer Kwame Dennis Nana. Political circles in name one, you know.
Lawyer.
Lawyer Kwame Dennis. Lawyer same for me. Okay. I can say Medina no to that Queen and say me from LOD. Me one man no be from kill Jesus LOD. Me nim some no from you. Me try no can say ha me di NOD. Me ni ameto Lulu Junior corporate communications. Our corporate communications and external affairs or some external affairs officer. And I mean can the corporate communications and external affairs officer. My boss energies. First na boss they say boss energies. Open kese ye mo akwaba. Boss for the only crest can big man who fugu no crest say boss fugu.
Yeah boy omode are contributing to the energy stability.
We see you so bojuma
o. See you no nana afechi awu no. Obojuma ye Wednesday we are staff deba officially no you introduce the board of directors.
Okay.
My staff no on say any organization be away juma obetimi aba face to face contact with the board of directors, but we are staff, we are board of directors. Your introduction mu bon koma mu kasa na fedodo on say everybody matters in the organization. You may realize the vision of the organization. You see afecha uno any deputy Adjoa Sewa Bonzi.
Yeah.
Omubo Juma. Yeah, the leader of the board no Professor Saint Kutu.
Okay.
And that day no say on the birthday.
Wow.
We na family our honum. Yeah, boy or mother contribute a quota to national development, especially in safeguarding the energy sector. Even making sure say your energy security and stability Ghana in terms of your food.
You said next week you better share that per one day. Now you honorable Afechi I will know where so that people will bring a whole day here. Then will say few moments here or call Boss Energies a Juma Waye. People will be shocked. So next week watch out. You better and I think Kwame you share that yes what you see you share that one day so and this is funny be here Juma. Yama Ghana for who?
Yeah.
What I say, into your far way, near Kajuma Waye for a near Fed defense sector, near Kajuma Waye. Send a bear crown for no propaganda. Oh, yes. Yeah, but I uncle.
Yeah, no, my concern, my chair, me penny for me, I'm senior council, or Dennis, any senior Kabori or Hanum. Me concern, Mechia, His Excellency. John Dramani Mahama, the President of the Republic, Mechenko Famuti fi Gitaka, Gitaka NDC, Mechiamong enemy constituency, Lejokuku constituency. Nana, Mati Galamsi, in Semsema Ekoso, fi 2017 MPP, Nanado Ebaye, on some of the different measures, Ego Honum say, Omube. Fighting Galam say in Semna Air Consulum. Yenya Operation Galam Stop, Yenya Operation Hot 1 and 2, Yenya measures are modeled to hobby.
Operation Vanguard, Ministerial Committee on Illegal Mining, Cow Legs.
Yes, almost easy excavators. At the point, excavators no era after almost easy, and then the Air Consulum. Air 1 till 2020, 8 years in power no. Despite measures are modeled to honor at a point no one says some of the party officials are almost almost serving on some of the committees and our supervisory rules are almost set up no omankasa na omuka adenumu no mo ye adwuma no bi at a point no one say almost senior party officials or appointees who come bi nti ma fight no efiomosem na mo ntumi nyehwe enfa ho biom. And getting close to 2024, no, confidently, nobody can say, not MPP, and need the political will to fight the issue of illegal mining. Because even though now, ensure SA mining forest reserves, and the Akanka, we show the number of licenses are almost issued here during almost tenure of officer. ebra Ghana for nyina kasa say yen fight galamsey issues no enu nyina ka ho na Ghana for objective minded people, members of the NDC, members of the civil society organizations, in media na mo fight galamsey no catch am say see ye need gidi e wo mumu say mbatimi akusa ekunwe am fight galamsey no nti mo declare state of emergency na at least no sa areas no nyina no na obia entumi enye hwe ewo honom moma ye compare the course 8 years and 9 pp and ye compare the course under the John Dramani Mahama administration where 9th month ye ma excuses ye nka say is 9 months into entumi ku fight galamsey. There are several measures ye there to honom. There are several nyama ye there to who said the NDC government John Dramani Mahama you were the political will say be fight galamsey. Nana the di kai o importi oko galamsey areas now a good year amudi ejuma equipment amudi ejuma majority excavators transfers in the kanka by excavators na amudi dege form no the kanka excavators no more 2 entry points either say on be free your borders aba and also on be free the harbor your ports number and government policy the driver and vehicle license authority Menua Julius Nikwe Kote aka Logas ASC wo honom no we import excavators and now the tracking system aba ye making sure say we import excavator enye galamsey for kwa na use na miners and use excavators ye wo contractors some use excavators any dey ka enye galamsey for kwa enye say so be import excavator enye od ko galamsey ye the tracking systems a shown hwe say we register excavator no e wo habo no most of the time no you call galamsey areas now you call excavators now you don't know the owners who name the owners of the excavators what got you mona later no one said big hands we eche now mako even the boys are eche on site no and your mona mo financiers e wo honom no it say the tracking system aba you see a lot of excavators you see a lot of water pumps omo de pumping no ya chichin crofo ye ni omo akojina court ya prosecute omo for galamsey issues and the minister now my update say most of them no address several stages of omo prosecution senior counsel e wo ha no we catch us say the fact say law no move slow no and say enye adwuma by the end of the day no say start say announce say we yechiwe atumu ya say and omo say na ye go through say process any dey ka no galamsey abaya national issue nanka ya yewa nkan hanom meniwa yeti anom yebeka say river pra na say ensure say na forest reserve no dey affect e wo hanom but research eba chere say eduane aye di kra no ensure aye di water sanyama na ye hu some of these harmful chemicals ewo mu Ghana water about out abeka say some of the water treatment plants no shutting down because the pollution is too much. Grateful swaba abeka say the activities of galamsey no affect omo ejuma omo ye it galamsey no a national issue.
Before you continue, sorry to truncate you, Kabore, Chamfine yabane Chamfine reputation like say me because say me you say Chamfine no the same so no
Chamfine is used for a number of activities
and it's
not just for mining.
Oh, okay.
Me constituency from plains. At a point in the election, we have to buy about 20 of the Chamfine because the hinterland communities in a man 10, 20, 15 kilometers.
Okay.
Some mokoyam a brukeke. So now you don't need the old type of mechanical machine. Just the Chamfine, they give you a miller. Now I am with
but I understand
it has a exactly.
Yes, it's more abuse.
Water pump no
the things you are seizing, you can seize that one too, and also you.
Because we are banning them.
But because no need that large scale demand to say the water pumps and the irrigation
okay.
You don't want to create a situation where people will pass through you and that was the
even the water pumps water uses but even the water pumps the water uses but some using in na season no but now it say the Ministry of Agriculture say the water pumps allocate to the farmers.
Yes, 900
irrigation purposes. Nana, to handle the galamsey issue, whether we like it or not, during the Akutia by elections, because Akutia, and now Akutia, maybe I didn't go to know your winchy. Only winchy, I won't say those times diamond. It's a Ghana diamond company, and I say, be a woman. Diamond. And I'm interacting with most of the youths. One of the things I've been noticing here, and I said there's high rate of unemployment. Most of the youths don't want to Juma. Me and them are more interacting. I'm going to say, Gala, na yo. Let me say, the Gala no more. Yeah, I don't say, yeah, strongly.
But I don't know, is it because Juma ni ho? And now what Gala offers them? Say Juma ni me.
Me be there. I'm say Gala na mo yo. And I'm say, now if you know Akutia very well, Akutia here. The whole nation, the Center for Research into Palm oil, Akutia no mirefi ne de no ba ona kwa no so winchia ehona ewo wo hwe palm trees ewo honum na wo hwe nyama yetimi de palm na abe abe yes kede honum wo hwe nyama yetimi de abe na yetimi nya oil efimu yetimi de palm so be nyama bebre na nya Malaysia for ebeso ha every year ewo hanum. But you see, most of the youth, because of unemployment and quick money, no, yes, galamsey na omunya quick scanning temtem. But okacha some farming now. Omukacha say that ben na eduano ananyama omuduano ebe fifi ebe so a ombetumi aton anya sika. So your course our communities no na ye permit in conform. Most of them engaged in are the youth. Youth no ebi mo mind go for outside. Ebi to me be boy mo no mo ye side juma no. And most of the youth there no so no mo need sika capital la. Omo do be side juma no. Mo no mo engage omo. Nti omo no mo compare financiers no. Eba no be ye side juma no. Nti say yes ye person stop galamsey. Na ya nye proactive and correct measures are ye dey provide alternative livelihood. Emma in Kofono was various communities now. Make a will say at the end of the day, you fight a be cost 90. And say you pay alternative livelihood support. In Kofono was our home number to me as I
but Virginia, the current policy abiding by which is that responsible cooperative mining now. And yet enough substitute because look, I have engaged galamseyers because I come from a galamsey town. Makachem say. Masa, a Juma number somebody my how much do you pay as a month? It was not general forget who would Juma so the man was saying galamsey dia and the because he can't be free galamsey where they know. Well, class media group manager couldn't pay in piano so I cannot bosom. And no be yeah, the number be galamsey na sell. And the Argentina young encourage you among say this cooperative mining in the moment is the same Jumana Namoye. But this time the guide
in a responsible
way. Not still movement to say and the same money. I don't say so. I don't know maybe the point. But say one of the ways provide an alternative livelihood. Okay. Now you to know any attractive. But no for the same things. Into locality like Akwetamisha now you can provide alternative livelihood for them in terms of industry, no. I bet me research the machines are banner, but then ready buyers. Now we are mention news. Go for fertilizers in Minister of Agriculture to onum. Products no about bumper harvest. About baby no. I want to say no more complaining. Say bumper measures in the area bind their back. You see, I'm no bumper harvest, but then no buyers. We will be now to now shiny banana farming. Now I am bumpires, now I am go for better. We were the our galamsey, who go galamsey, now, scouting home. About Modena converse what the machines are about, or the fertilizers free a bremo, or machines are the bear farming. Why farming no, when a bumper harvest no tomatoes no about
dia ogodia ebro abani dia ka ho but won nya bias a wo sha between the galamsey and no de no baye nti ese ye as abani ye hwe honom dia di eto aso me na say okọ woku honom we fi bi and also ohun kofo we at the center of the town.
Yeah, say sanity.
Okay, center of the town. Center of the town almost to Adiano. Yeah. Another thing issue I me appeal to me government. Now to me yen term. In our 2024 manifesto, now you can say you better decentralize the issuance of licensing. Issuance of licensing. Now and then who be now the excavator. Now or the give former now or champagne if you are on washing into water body. Or excavator not the guy. Obey them will say we or license to mine and answer or yet illegal mining.
Come again.
And then so now who know the face value. Or say go for the excavator in the center of the town. Omu the excavator, omu kita mushan fans, omu ruru nyamano. From the face value no obia say nya adwin wagalam say. Be yon confess omu ye legal mining. Omu so mu is say that same equipment na omu dey here. Omu so mu okrom honum komo sa wo hu omu a Obey them who said this is a illegal miner, and now we legal miner.
Now when the more license mining in the middle of
license. Obey them who say we are illegal miner, and I say we are all the mining communities are. All the mining communities.
That's what you're saying. When I'm not licensed,
all the mining communities are. Maybe I'm here mining now because in them, who branch rights at the who branch rights at the junction now. The residential apartments no maybe I feel no have see right opposite branch opposite on my guess if any nyama no but get too close to be omo na
police station
omo omo mine no honum how would you differentiate say we illegal man and illegal man until na me support say immediately no all the municipal chief executives and the district chief executives in those areas no you see they should be in charge of and as a man license from the national office minerals commissioner who called my reports there
allegations
some of them were license say your man issuance of license on mining but your man some mining e wa crafim and I'm one city eco different places
so
but come on no go check your about your license
so no
so should decentralize
let's establish
the issuance of the license
the fact say obi wo legal mining lease and say onye galamsey.
That is why
we have big mining concessions. One way in Galamsey. If you flout the rule, you have gone against the rule. If you go beyond the boundary or parameters, you certify my
license comes with a concession.
You understand what I'm saying? Said they are going to do ring fence or something. Where who can be say DVLA? Say you register a year what is it? Excavators.
Yeah.
They are going to put trackers on it. And when you go beyond your boundary, automatically, according to Minerals Commission, you know, a minimum signal say you have gone beyond a certain boundary and it will be immobile.
Minerals Commission Accra.
Yes, Accra.
Minerals Commission Accra.
Oh, but don't forget
between Minerals Commission Accra and the people at the local level, the district chief executives and the municipal chief executives.
But they say they will decentralize.
Who are involved?
Yes, one would bet you monitor side any.
Oh, but
that's what say as a matter of agency, you know. So decentralization.
Let me refer you to. Let me even refer Metununu to your own manifesto promise. I must say you use artificial intelligence in fighting Galamsey. One of the promises you made is that you decentralize the Minerals Commission, you decentralize EPA, you decentralize other related mining bodies. At the district level, Amamukuramuka say you are going to engage the services of University of Mines and Technology to supervise. That's what you said.
That is what I'm telling you, sir. So that's what my advocates say. We have to fast track the decentralization.
Should be fast track.
That's what I make say.
It should also be coordinated.
Because it should be coordinated because even at the national level and at the district level, no, those who can supervise more and make sure say concession Ayama will not say Ayama license no. Can do the supervision more. They are the local level. What make us say in all the efforts that we are putting in place, no. And say decentralization and collaboration at the local level, no. And say to me, the third leg, no. The traditional, the traditional leaders are all the communities, no more. But yeah, the some illegal miners, and I maybe some say right where you're mining, no. I feel no. Ain't too far and walk from baby I'm here sa illegal mining no na be say I was say oh no me no close by madam for pa so on na omame ahanum until the religious leaders, the traditional leaders are what the communities understand the implications and the consequences of a juma na mo ye na a best stop no sa fa is no enkosiaga even jami hu ye no say even baby ameko ye no say aka efe ma mission bibi at American embassy run about nipa na oton koko wonum no nipa na otro to wonum no omuni are informant to the people doing the illegal mining there. So you as a foreigner would draw with a car FM muka mupe your mom signal on site say there's a foreigner coming. But so the community people can you go for no more community in Ukraine. Omuka they don't understand.
But we have places at Naimos Koya. The whole community stood against Naimos.
But there are some places
I've forgotten. There's a place from Koya.
Yeah, places are most of the places no the traditional leaders supposedly know the people doing the excavators and bibi say mobile phone na me the media share me go to e dia ko se onum e na info e na me be say nipa no say baby a nipa na me ni ka say o e chi honum no go do up but na no say so the chief na different chief and one say so nim no ba honum ma nti na do ne ba akosko akosua law obechi no oni na kasa wa try to convince na nipa no agree the chief didn't agree on to me x and the call no but baby and the chief no agree no or ye e wo honum so this is a collaborative effort I saying na but then I applaud the government and then I must hear the speech of the minister Okacho say see there are lots of temptations nine most for no mo guns no ombeko akoshia inkofo no mosca the standard of living in those areas no are very high almost so there's a high tendency they can be compromised but then the people and most officials now yeah pass you out I a juma show musa his excellency John Dramani Mahama Asamoah muso go ye juma no they should remember Ghana first they should remember generations and kola ye warm ni nsa they should remember in Penifua ana nkofo ye di Adriania sign and they make you more you liver any kidney say increasing the number of kidney and liver cases at the hospitals no muko ye juma no magana na to stop it way once and for all.
It's spoken and your tale bit quite inspirational quite inspirational. Okay, that's it. Many are needing Edimetu Nuno Junior, corporate communications and external affairs officer Mabos Energies. Kabori Ekasama, Minister for Lands and Natural Resources. I think if we could close chapter on
yes,
otherwise
Maminda
UN, Mr. President, in common Yakobo UN.
UN their lawyer for Hani for Mamin close the chapter. Maminda Penifua say exactly what we are doing at the ministry. And they as part of the review of the Mining Act and policy, you say let's bring Nananoma Hemfo. Empower them. Let's empower local people. Let's empower chief farmers. Let's empower assembly members. Let's bring all members of DISEC. You for me are there a friend of district mining committee.
Thank you.
Never again. Say someone should come to Accra because of the minister, because of the Mobile Minerals Commission. Now our budget licenses. Otu Sino. Otu Atwemo. I've been in so many mining communities. Otu Mansoa Bore, Otu Kadema in Blusa South, Otu Bani in Talensi, Otu Ebia Cloth in the savannah, Bole Baboy, and now say Ote Bukaza in the LML constituency.
And that's what do.
Chief, we are bringing that secretariat to the district.
Perfect.
Open license. That is the committee you will first goes to. What they were need to do now control my name. Me lawyer, no. Your licenses to sika wo mukrum committee na tie me committee na tie lawyer committee na tie nunu na committee na train a form of authorization na recommendation to minister say nipa mi ensa ba say pa e kuro ya asase ya to sika wo no lawyer asem na atoya sum ko lawyer sise na me yemu say nsensu ense kwaye lawyer sise na me yemu say ebema mabu na wo kuro na anya adwumaye lawyer sise na me yemu say nananum ko ebenya bia ka won paboa so royalties
lawyers say na me who say local community development will be enhanced. It's among the three is to say lawyer the any bit matana.
Okay.
Then based on that, minister would now issue the license to lawyer.
So it will
And
scrutinize
even before Benyana walk from no makwe engagement, I will move the in and out of the reclamation agenda and all of that.
Very good.
Some committee kroyano the omuma authorization is not final.
Okay.
Senne omo kan ya omo dia ma wono. No ochina wo share adwuma say na something is different they can write in the form of report to the minister. Hey,
okay.
Akwai ya can't say any
for example, now we adwuma na omo reclaim certain normal to be a one music.
No. We are even putting it in the agreement. We are putting it in the agreement. Now we are talking about upfront deposit. A certain clause, upfront deposit.
Okay, so now
why nya no na dey pa ko ye reclamation. Na won ko wani mu bibi to afa wo bi o se won se zo na ogina nsom to the committee will write to minister akwa no aman kwanta yira yai enti ya na ka ze forma no yizu ze wontime muaye ho trifiri nsem na asotwe bi wo ho a fato no so na ye emphasize kan siesie de wase no minister will act based on extensive investigation and so be dey and become that is that na ye we nyina wie no Nana, the focus is not about the next election, even though the next election is important. The focus, President Mahama says this is a legacy term. This is a legacy term. And you say, this is in any co-opposition. Like Kakayan to me from Magana for United co-opposition. Can you imagine how bad the NDC would look if by 2028 so nyina senti ese yankran so fra manone na abaye timi yankran so how will people vote? So this is about life and death, and that is why the president is so keen in deploying all strategies and marshalling all resources at our disposal. Say it to me atu adinase, but any one strategy. It's a multi-pronged approach. Say the meaning no to no bo ekan no so sa concession what yesa bola no was so did pimazu ko ni di interest wo na ni ama concession na wo di atra, and that is where Mahama artificial intelligence or kind no ye dey adwuma. We call it the geofencing techniques. Meche no abede concession wo kade the concession here Accra FM studio ha copy maybe a Class TV CTV abubuwa no honom. You're picking coordinates in their boundaries. You're developing AI infused chits and your sub machine not track it. The moment excavator and moving outside that coordinate automatically is off. And you can say 199 excavators are on pilot. And several of them by a mistake. Excavator operator, local operator, and the only say yes, the machine on concession we anim but of say oh ho no na ya teche to try band ni ka kre be gina kon koso na fun so mo buy strong. It's happening. It's not super fast. It's happening now
under John Dramani Mahama,
under President John Dramani Mahama
and his able minister.
Something we want to expand our scope now. I mean Asamoah Gyan, it doesn't end there having an active license. When you say small scale mining license, area of land they bet me there about 25.2 acres for small scale mining license. Now license in Ankasa only amount 3 years. Say for could do this as so. Lawyer, I was say the emergence of excavators in here, they know 25.2 within a year no idea. But license no kita no there it valid for 3 years. It is even when what trash here or say bibi no obeko no yi license natural. Yeah. Now government says for us to be able to monitor, you making sure say the obi ade e ho no did no wasiesie no, we're introducing a next level your friend the medium scale license. So who name bro small scale inti o by this small scale the license na could do or large scale so dia atlas I said the more medium scale which line is bigger than the small scale. we are able to monitor how you are doing your reclamation agenda and all of that. Now you see alternative livelihood. You saw Munriabe, or Munko bro, or so on the upper so uncle Pamaniama, as I said, I don't know Sagalam Sisikan. We can turn our adversities into advantage. Or how no a team no. See a young say a pa, a bit about being shared and that is through responsible cooperative mining. You see, Mabunu say didn't know me, Sikawoko, no Mutu Bahat, or no exploration work. They do what called blind and lotto mining. No prospect. Identical and they don't even do reclamation. Because one, Wakoya lotto mining, we didn't be a walk. Or try a lock. Or 2 hours you now when you go to one blade. Or what and the petrol crying to me and talk. And I was on some best on the one could do no bad. That doesn't mean I didn't worry or didn't crack that be until I did or say chrono worry. It will ban what done into women or in our car reclamation. I might say so. Yes, it almost on small scale. Yeah. Yankee Mumbo in the form of cooperative. More one license. Now we need small scale land and be so
community mining.
As a community, what did you do here? Since you come and I fair more and you don't need to come to Accra Minerals Commission for bureaucracy. We are sending licensing mobile vans to the district. And to say Teleco Bukazo and Anya community, and I say Bani in Talansia, you buy no EPA to Sava Nubi, Water Resource Commission to Sava Nubi, Minerals Commission to Sava Nubi, Minister and Casa and then the Dex Ewa Sava Nubi. You hear all the safety concerns.
One stop shop.
Yes, you hear all the safety concerns, you hear all the environmental concerns, you hear Bibia and Nubia concession there and there. Yeah, issue license a mamo.
Great.
More year Juma. Send you beyond all this platform. Now, this one they on pet. Yenya no go say quiet no. Yenya no man go say so. Then the minister can say what your mind tough no. He is indeed an enemy to the state. And we will deal with such people ruthlessly. I know there. We do one me. We are my party chairman. I've been showing him. And that is how we build nations. People must be disciplined. People must accept. Say, it takes discipline to build a country. Now, lastly, I can say, those DCs, those police commanders, those dissect members in district and communities like Osino, I am mining concession in the center of a settlement.
Now, police station.
Now, what's that? Now, must send the military.
What's your use?
To stop you. Matter. When your KPI is to make sure people mine responsibly. It's mining in settlement part of responsible mining. So obviously you say, why identify a certain huge oil deposit? I will see no The only thing you apply for large scale mining concession. Not why yet ne rap your friend is saying agreement. Not why you more resettlement to cotton, wakopa asasiato. Ya ko si kuro foforo ya tu osi no fo nyina akotena sa kuro so na de wo osi no kuro mo ba befa. But until then, whatever you are doing is dangerous and disingenuous to the people that live in that community. And when the Rastos wrote yesterday, say after the official say na nanoma himfo wo ho prosi from penny for ho DC ho complacent the matter. Me am a Kasaba minister, me to me South as a DC. Me am a Kasaba minister, me to me South as a police commander. Because one thing you can't tell me say you are not seeing what is going on in such a community. And that is where a lot of people are calling on President Obama.
I'm not saying
say whether through reshuffle or cracking the whip, some people must be used as scapegoats.
This responsible
how serious and dangerous our kun but what I say and you best Ghana for na abanu when so de kunu o kwan bebre wo ho a in fact so bi train anwumre na na adwen ne say an MPP ni bia ba beka gu ni tirimu say Eei Mahama NDC aban tia for magudi tua. We are not against mining. what we are against illegal, reckless, illicit, and irresponsible mining practices. And not yet. The feels that through an policy modifications, enforcement strategies are equal. You bet in your sano. I may add the quampa to no atum. Not your you quambon in the floor. Now I am for so dead your mammy and no. And will be our cabinet. Now on mine fan to my perfra.
Kabori, Mami Bo Minister of Lands and Natural Resources. Nami Bo His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Contributions are on why so far 9 months in government for the fight against galamsey. Ejumano omobon ye pa. They are make a demand no sin say. Go for now omo sites no most of the time no. Enyo mo no financiers no. Nti use FBI format. Don't say FBI we be money a. Ombeti me show attract you sa a link it to baby a will end results. Baby a we there no come. Nti most of the time they choma the matter they obey no omo catch you financiers are more sometimes no yeah who am there is the FBI strategy me from FBI intelligence you pick you follow you share ni pa omo dey no ma omo conversations are omo any telecommunication some do more no me track your conversations omo to am wine omo source of funding no every infa na intimately come na ye nipe the financiers that work in the bad
is he saying Ghana NIB national security name we just need political will.
We have the political will.
How
do you think we're able to nab him to me in the bad? How?
That
the fact is that we are to be a galam say think and no yet we have evidence.
Yeah.
National security members are the ministry. Members are at NIB. These guys themselves as galamsey people for more than 2 months.
Thank you very much. So any man make a choice say most of the time no finance
and me no say
intelligence to
and me bre ba me na make an asabu was say when ni bre ba nkantam saa so na wani gibro so a enhyebo ya hwe ya aseme wo me ya move ama kokoa mu asem kura ba bonten but galamsey is more of security into the yemfampem ho because I know beyond the any atiefo beti meka no wa bonten no enema hodo bebre koso a nana what you asema wa Mustafa Bandi kai also when they bring the money to get you compromised take the money and sell it still arrest them. And I have a number of a certain Chinese kingpins or more attempting soldier for me to bribe them. They took the money, they've arrested them. I mean, look, I said they are going through legal process. And yes, said the T14 or Bonteno. Now, said you in 7 baby, why do you make Remunti? You prefer said never be consul. Lawyer, maybe Bube Jahasan said, you might be with but to be a bobo man, and now Casas Africa PC. Na okasama ye young